Everyone dreams of building a startup. They sound cool, give you that dopamine rush. Yet why do so many of them crash and burn? Let me share a mindset trap that held me and many others back. This one belief holds back countless of founders. But once you shift your perspective, your entire approach to startups would never be the same. I hope that by the end of this video you'll grasp it with such an undeniable clarity that you'll never unsee it. Let me share my experience. As soon as I started working on my startup, I got to the realization that I had 100 different approaches to growth. I could focus on raising investment and spend my days pitching. I could focus on getting partnerships with accelerators and incubators to get driven founders looking for co-founders directly on our app. I could focus on posting videos like this one on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn and strategize for reaching enthusiastic founders organically through good storytelling. Or partner with the hundreds of prospects already on my LinkedIn. Looking at these go-to-market options, each path seems just as viable. But which one is the right one? At some point, I stopped and asked myself, am I even asking the right question? Or was I just falling victim to the loss aversion bias? A cognitive bias suggesting that people feel the pain of losing something more strongly than they feel the pleasure of gaining something of equal value, or aka FOMO, the fear of missing out. In this day and age more than ever, we're drowned with a novel load of opportunities and options. We chase the next best thing, analyze competitors, and always try to stay ahead of trends. But in doing so, we fall into a trap, confusing innovation and invention. Invention is a process of creating something that has never been made before, whilst innovation is a process of improving an existing idea. I was unknowingly trapped in an endless cycle of unfocused productivity, stuck in the innovation mode, consuming content, getting inspired, thinking about how I could do it better, then jumping between 100 different strategies, trying to do everything at the same time, every strategy lasting 2 days before another one resurfaces, which ironically left me stuck in place, overwhelmed and overpowered. And the worst part, I thought I was making progress and being smart about it. Now, how do those who leave a lasting impact on the world think? What mindset enables them to invent, disrupt, and reshape entire industries? Think about the book writers, philosophers, scientists. They usually distance themselves. They immerse themselves into nature. They retreat and disconnect. And in doing so, they enter flow. A state of complete immersion in an activity without distractions. In high school, we were told that the least effective time to study for an exam is right before it begins. And the same applies for startups. While feedback and inspiration are good, sometimes you have to give your idea enough repetitions before giving it up and changing the strategy. When talking about inventions, your startup doesn't need to introduce something entirely new, but your strategy shouldn't be dictated by endless chase of competitors and market trends. Every time you jump to a new strategy, you're resetting to zero. And remember that MrBeast's channel took 4 years to reach 1,000 subscribers and 7 to reach 1 million. There's an art about being stubborn, standing firm in an idea with unwavering conviction, even when the world calls it madness. The world calls it delusion until it works. Then they call it vision. I'm still stuck in this loop, but awareness is the first step towards change. I hope I inspired someone, and remember to stay focused, undistracted, and unique.